resident of Hyderabad. I can tell you all opportunity of Gujarat, but not of Telangana. So there is work to be done in terms of quantifying what is really the opportunity here that's available. Second thing, what are then the policies? Because this is exactly what we do in many states when we work for the state promotion, is to say that you have this opportunity, you have this vision. So how are the policies being developed? So that's the second thing. So if we think these are the 5 areas, what are the very specific policies that would facilitate that? And third is outreach and promotion. No point in having a great policy and great resource if nobody knows of it. So what is the promotion? Everybody has heard of, and we were also involved in organizing the RE Invest. Now everyone has gone to RE Invest, everyone knows Vibrant Gujarat. What is the planning that we are doing here? So thank you very much for the time, and I hope that Teki would take this forward and would see a lot more foreign direct investment in the state. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
There are several reasons. At a micro level, I can say I'm an exporter. I remember it was Wednesday. I moved to Mumbai to take an order from the port, to take delivery of my goods from the Mumbai port. I've taken a morning flight from Hyderabad to Mumbai, landed there. Straight away I went to the port carrying the documents and my bag. When I went to the port, nobody was there. They said, "Sir, officers will come at 11 o'clock. I said, "Okay." But I think there may not be trucks today, sir. I said, "Why?" One of the ruling party leader was shot. He is critical. So you may not get your goods today because of non-availability of trucks. It was Wednesday, I remember. Then my entire program was changed. I went to the hotel. They informed me, "You call at around 2 o'clock, sir, in the afternoon, we'll see." I went there, just watching TV in the hotel room. At 2:45 I called, "Sir, sorry, he is no more." So what happens in India? The very next day, the ruling party has given a bunk call. I'm a poor chap, went there with the documents, carrying no this, nothing. Wednesday is gone. Thursday, bunk call. During bunk, a Shiva Sena leader was hurt. Shiva Sena has declared band on Friday. Saturday and Sunday we are Nawabs, we don't work. Across the world, go to any of the ports, the changeover time, if somebody is attending me and my job is over, and the next client will be attended within a time span of 15 minutes. Since the last 70 years, you don't find the major vessels coming to the Indian ports. All the major vessels goes to the Colombo port, and we send our chartered vessels there and we get our goods. When you ask the questions, people say that the bath size, the depth, so and so forth, with which we are spending huge money on this. So there are so many of things which we need to get done. We need to prepare ourselves for to attract the investments. There are so many things which we need to do as a homework. Otherwise, whatever we say that, we are going to, rule the world. It remains as a dream. First of all, we need to have lots and lots of corrections at the bottom level. Why somebody should come and invest here? What kind of an infrastructure we have? What kind of a system we have? What kind of a framework we have? All these things need to be in its place. The experts need to be taken into consideration. A beautiful platform need to be created. Seeing is believing. So you need to create such a great platform where you can project India across the world, and lots and lots of things comes in, because India has a great competitive advantage and comparative advantage as far as various things are concerned. Trade and investment barriers are disappearing. Today you have in 99, it was a costly commodity. It was a costly affair. People used to show off. Motorola and Nokia. The Nokia and Motorola used to have such a big aerial. People used to show off. Incoming call was 8 rupees. If it is important, you used to attend. Otherwise, you used to leave. Today, the technology has gone to such a level, a beggar is calling to another beggar saying that, hey man, where are you? Some Annadan Karyakram is going on, why don't you join me? See at one point of time, which was a costly affair, it has become an essential. Most of the people, here, they cannot live without mobile phone. Technological revolution. The good olden days have gone, which you use, when you want to communicate to your buyer in other parts of the world, you used to have only one mode of communication. Writing a letter to him, it used to take 30 days upward, 30 days downward. In most of the developing countries like India, policies do change very fast. If I say that I am going to supply you a good for $5, 30 days upward, he agrees and send you a letter, 30 days downward, total 60 days, and policy has changed, raw material price has shooted up. Now you can only supply him to $15. There's a reason why most of the countries across the world, they used to say Indian exporters as one-time exporters. We have a very wrong image in international markets. Of late, corrections have been made and we could able to overcome, but there are lots and lots of exercise which need to be done in this area. And similarly, transportation. Today you can have your breakfast in Hyderabad, you can have your lunch in Singapore, and you can have your dinner in Papua New Guinea or New Zealand or Australia. You can go around the world in no time. The great invention of internet. Without a passport, you can go around the world, you can discuss with your buyers across the world. So what I mean to say, today trade is done in the form of trade blocks, as I said. You need to be always vigilant. You need to look into what is happening in and around the world, where I am, how I need to change myself. Material culture being to look similar. Today, wherever you go, across the world, it's one and the same. Some fashion crops up in New York or France, the very next moment you see in Mumbai or Bangalore. Because of the technological revolution. We all have seen, when TV was launched in India, it was white and black TV, blue in color. We used to get Chitra Har, Chitra Lahari, Hindi movie and regional Telugu movie. Today you see how many channels have come up. Just to talk about TV itself. During 83 World Cup, we got color TV with remote. TV on, TV off. Today, you have plasma, you have LED, LCD. Today you go to your drawing room and clap. TV will on. If you clap again, TV will shut down. The next generation TV will be, if you lay on the bed, it is developed countries. Today India has a great potential. India has huge manpower resources in various verticals of the sectors. If the world raises a demand for doctors, we have doctors. We can supply manpower to the world. If the world says we need scientists, we have abundant quantity of scientists. We want teachers, we have abundant quantity of teachers. So in the coming years, India is going to have a great opportunities, provided if we are going in the same, what you call, direction, where, whatever we are planning, in the proper plan, if we do things, the shift towards a more integrated and earlier what they used to do, if you are getting a machinery which is costing you 5 crores, 50% of the duty, more than 50% of the duty, of late they have realized. So when you're making this kind of thing, there is a example which I can quote. There is a Colgate company's production unit in Balanagar. They used to produce the paste powder for entire South India. They plan to start another unit only to cater to the needs of some of the African countries. When they went to the industries department, when they asked that we want some kind of exemptions here for this particular sector, this particular industry, they said this doesn't to the needs of entire South India. Like that, there are a number of examples. So we need to really look into these kind of things. Right people need to be placed on the right economic integration. Today, no country can live in isolation. Every country need to depend on some or the other country for some or the other things. When I was in Singapore, casually I was discussing with the driver. Because of the curiosity, some topic came on, and I asked him, what are the products you import? What he replied, sir, except air, we import everything, sir. There are countries. Branded, Kinley, और अपने को बोलता पीले. They take our own masa, our own mango pulp, bottle it और brand it like masa, और उसका मजा वो लेता है. When you want to do the processing and export to America, the American says you people use great amount of pesticides, which is against human consumption. But when you were selling the pesticides to Indians, don't you know that Indians were also humans? India set an example to the world about the organic farming. It was destroyed. The fabric is destroyed to the extent possible. So what I mean to say here is, when we are adopting something, we need to think 10 times, then get into. But generally what happens, the problem here is, we get into and start thinking. That should not be. And similarly on the other side, we have corporate strategy. I mean, every small Indian company need to have a global focus. Because now the time has come. The Honorable Prime Minister says that, make in India. Yes. Today, we have an advantage because China's aging problem. The labor cost is very, very high. If China want to sustain, they want to join hands with India, and they want to move their production and machinery and production here. The coming days is going to happen. And this is a fact. For that we need to also have the preparedness. Knowing, out of 156 ingredients which are used in that, 52 ingredients are prohibited, so they are not allowed to get it landed in the pot. 5 to 10 crores is gone. So there are so many of issues. Now we straight away go into the other areas. The core area that has been assigned to me. FDI is a major source of non-debit finance resource for the economic development of India. Foreign companies invest in India to take advantage of highly skilled manpower, as I told, the cheaper wages, special investment privileges like tax exemptions, etc. The country by Ms. Hema Jain, mobile. You develop one product, it is equivalent to selling in 20 countries. That big is the market size. You develop any product I'm talking about. The Indian government policy regime and a robust business environment have ensured that foreign capital keep flowing into the country. The government has taken many initiatives in recent years, such as relaxing FDI norms across sectors such as defense, PSUs, public sector units, oil refineries, telecom, power, exchange, among others. We look into some of the sectors in India, then we come into the Telangana region. There are so many of things which can be done. Deserts have been converted into real life. So there is life already existing here. We need to put things in system and do the automobile sectors, automobile components, aviation, biotechnology, chemicals, construction, defense manufacturing, electrical machinery, electronic systems, food processing, IT and IT enabled services, leather, media and entertainment, pharmaceuticals, ports, railways, renewable energy, roads and highways, tourism and hospitality and wellness, space, textiles and garments, thermal power. These are the sectors where across the country, which has a great potential for inviting FDIs. As Telangana Chamber of Commerce, today invited to focus on some of the areas, how to develop some of the sectors in this particular region. So we have a competency. We all know that Hyderabad is known for pharmaceutical companies. You name any country in Africa, IT and IT enabled services. Then we'll take into the strengths and other things later part. Let me read out the core sectors of Telangana. Engineering goods. There are small companies in Balanagar who are supplying piston rings to BMW, Volvo and all the leading brands. They are original equipment manufacturers. Chemicals, biotechnology, food processing, leather and leather products, automobile and automobile components, electrical machinery, renewable energy, textile and garments, tourism and hospitality, wellness. Here, just I want to say, textile and garments, a remote place of